Hey Dave, who's got the best buns?
Well, there's Halle Berry and
No,
Jennifer.
not those buns.
Oh, these buns. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jones.
And I'm Dave.
Today we're going to eat a whole lot of buns.
We have a tonnage of bunnage.
Two bald guys eat stuff and talk about it.
Alright, so the sun's out, so bun's out.
Yep.
We have a grilling out. It's officially summer holiday, right?
Best time of the year.
So we have hamburger buns. So today we're going to do a blind taste test to find out what's the best hamburger bun that you can buy at County Market.
Plain and simple buns.
Yep. And I'm not sure if there's going to be a lot of taste difference between all of them, but you can definitely tell in a texture-wise, just getting the buns out of the package, there is a definite texture difference between all those different ones that we have.
There definitely is.
So everything from the packaged ones that you'll find on the shelf to the ones that we have in our bakery, we're going to try 8 different brands and rank them all.
Ooh, okay. We'll do a bun sandwich.
Sandwich. Alright, so in a bun, what are you looking for, Dave?
I am looking for just a vessel for my meat.
Okay. So you don't care what the taste is like?
A little bit, but it shouldn't take away from the taste of the meat.
Okay, so you don't like something with a lot of flavor then? You're just looking for a
Not
little
necessarily.
bit of texture?
I like something that's not going to dwarf whatever's in between it,
Okay.
and it's just going to hold together.
Okay. My personal preference is going to be something that has a little sweet flavor just because I'm
Okay.
a sweet fanatic, and the texture has to be really, really soft.
Yeah.
Not one for crunch.
No, I don't like dry. I would say that's your standard
Yeah.
bun.
So a little bit of sweetness. It's pretty dense as far as the texture goes.
Super soft. There's sweetness in there.
So it gets a little bit stuck on your teeth. That's another thing I'll be looking for is that it gets stuck on your teeth or not, so you got to clean it out.
Yeah. I don't want something that's going to break apart either with condiments and tomatoes and...
This is pretty dense. I mean, I could just eat this as like a dinner roll.
Yeah, this one's good.
Okay. I'm going to start with an 8 for that one.
8?
I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good base.
Number 2 looks like it has some more wheat to it rather than pure white
A
bread.
little browner than...
This one's not as dense. It's a little bit more porous, open. You can really squeeze
Spongy.
it more.
Has good flavor, not as sweet.
Yeah. More of the wheat flavor. It's got a little bit of the flour on the bottom, so the texture's a little bit different.
I like the denseness of it. All that said, I think it's still an 8.
I'm gonna drop down a little bit because it's not the sweetness isn't there. So I'll do a 7.5 for that
Good
one.
point. Number 3.
Number 3. This one's got a bit more yellowish color to
Yeah,
it.
it's yellow.
It's got a sweet aftertaste to it too.
Really good texture. Spongy, soft.
I will say this one's just a little bit drier than the other ones.
Just a tad. Would make a nice pillow. I'm not getting a whole lot of flavor, which isn't necessarily a bad thing for me. You're right, I think it needs a little sweetness, but I like the texture.
Still pretty good. I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
I'm gonna do a straight 7.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't had a bad one yet.
No.
I'll stick at a 7.5 for that one. I kind of like the texture of that one. So as we were opening up all these packages of buns, talking about how you put it away, and
Yeah.
I guess we're the typical men where we don't put this twisty ties back on it.
I like to spin it and tuck it and set it back down.
Yep, spin and tuck method. So let
don't-
us know in the Facebook comments, YouTube comments, how
Yeah.
you handle your bun packages.
Do you mess with the twist ties and
Yeah,
those
if you're
little-
meticulous or not.
Those little plastic doohickeys, whatever they're called?
All right, number 4. Now this one's got a lot of flour on top. Almost,
It's a thicker bun.
yeah, it's very thick.
Has a sweet smell.
Very fluffy.
Burger pillows.
If you were to bake a cloud, this is what it'd be like.
It does have sweetness in it.
A little bit, but it's got a lot of flour. Like,
Be good for a gourmet burger. One way you don't need a lot of toppings.
yeah.
It has a good chew and mouthfeel. It's soft and chewy.
But not a lot of flavor for a
No,
bread.
no.
I'll do a 7 on that one.
I'm gonna go an 8 on that one.
Okay.
We're bringing out the Kim Kardashian of
The big buns.
hamburger buns here. Now these would be good for tenderloins.
Yeah. They're really big, and they're the texture of this one has a lot of almost like a Nerf ball.
Yeah, it really does. Ooh,
It's got different flavor than all the rest of them.
nice and soft. It kind of melts in your mouth.
You get probably more wheat flavor than any of them.
There's a strong, like homemade bread type flavor. I don't know if it's the crust on the outside. It's a step up from the previous ones.
But I will say that crust after flavor, you're not used to that on a hamburger bun of it tasting like crust. Like most of the time you went all bread,
Yeah,
but this one's like the crust on the edges of a loaf of bread.
which I like.
Would you like the crust?
I'm a crust man. I will seek out the crust, especially homemade bread.
So while I do enjoy the texture of it, let's say the flavor of the crust just, it doesn't do it for me. I'll give that one a 7.
I'm gonna go another 8.
Wow. All right, number 6.
Number 6.
This one's very fluffy too. There's more space in this one. There's lots of pores in the middle of this one.
It's a nice texture.
It's like a cavern of bread. So it's very light.
Very, very fluffy.
Not as dense as the ones that we've had before.
It kind of compacts in your mouth, and
It's got squishability.
I like this one. Kind of a homemade crust type on the top. More homemade in appearance.
Yeah, the only thing lacking would be the sweetness.
A little bit. I just get a little bit of it, but I think it's because of the top.
I'll go 7.5 for that one.
This one I like. I'm gonna go 8.5.
Wow.
I like the texture and the cloudiness.
Cloudiness. Number 7.
This one's interesting. This
Again,
is
got a yellowish tint to it.
It's a, ooh,
Kind of fluffy.
yeah.
It's almost like a stress ball texture. It pops back out.
A little sweetness. Pretty doughy.
Yeah, it is pretty doughy.
I don't know if it's the ingredient.
Yeah, that's the only takeaway from this one is it's
It's
too chewy.
It is. It doesn't have a bad flavor, and it looks like it's cooked. But the more you chew it, it just gets kind of gummy.
Gummy, yep.
I'm gonna go 7.
I'll go 6.5 for that one.
Ooh, I think that's the softest one.
It's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside.
It smells really good.
So this is homemade bread.
Is it? I was gonna say it smells like homemade bread.
Yep.
That's why I keep smelling it. I would like to put some butter on these and put them on the grill for a couple minutes.
So this is more bread than any other one that we've had. All the rest of them have been buns, where this one's a bread.
This is a bread. This is wow. It does have that good homemade flavor.
So as far as a flavor, this one has the most flavor out of all of them.
Definitely.
The texture's different because, again, it's crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. All the rest of them are fluffy throughout.
I think it has a good chew and would hold up well to all the ingredients you put on it. It's not too soft that it's going to tear, which is what I like. I'm going to go 9.
Wow. I'll go at 8 for that one. I'm just missing the sweetness to it as like
Sweetness?
the first one. The first one that we had was the only one that had sweetness to it.
Yeah.
All right, so the winner, and really no surprise, Fresh from the County Market Bakery was the winner.
Yeah.
It got 17 points out of a possible 20.
Yeah.
We liked about this one was the flavor. It had more flavor.
Definitely a homemade bread flavor.
So more bread. The texture was different because it was crusty on the outside, flaky on the inside.
But it was still firm enough to withhold ketchup and mustard and
Anything you're going to pow on
mayonnaise,
that burger.
yeah,
Yep.
and juicy burgers. Well done.
Tied for second was the County Market hamburger buns.
Yep.
Which is kind of a surprise.
And Sunbeam.
And Sunbeam. And I like that one personally because it had like a sweeter
It
flavor.
had sweeter, yeah.
And this one was just an overall good bun.
Yeah.
So who knew there was all kinds of differences between the hamburger buns? You can experiment. Let us know what hamburger bun's your favorite.
Two bald guys eat stuff and talk about it.